5 more tricks for better pics. Hello my friends, and let's get started with some other tricks on how to really fastly improve your pictures. The first thing we're gonna do is we duplicate the layer and then we go over here where it says effects and select Gaussian Blur. Pump that up to the maximum, and it's really blurry, but the edges are not blurry, so make sure you click preserve alpha so it looks like this. Then we go back to the layers window, and now we can set it to either overlay, soft light, or hard light. And you can see you get a really nice and dreamy atmosphere in your picture. Very nice dark and saturated colors on the outside, very dreamy and light colors on the inside. Of course, with opacity you can set the effect to your taste. And the picture looks a lot more interesting that way and has a dreamlike atmosphere. This was the first trick. The second trick that we are going to do is when you want to set your picture to black and white, don't just go to HSL and reduce the saturation. Yes, this is black and white, but it's not enough control. It doesn't look good enough. So what you want to do instead is go down here to adjustments and go to black and white adjustments, because here you can set what part of the black and white picture should come from the different colors from the original picture. You can see here there's a lot of green in the picture, and you can do a lot with that. For example, if I push the green colors down a lot, the boy is sticking out with his goat. So this is a much better way to create a black and white picture and to find the look that you really want to have in your picture. Really try each of these sliders to see what effect it has. Sometimes it's very small. So for example, the magenta slider is just influencing a little bit of the goat's feet and the shadows down here. So if you don't see it right away, just jiggle it a little bit so it's kind of popping and jiggling in your picture so it makes it easier to see. So this is the correct way to convert a picture from color to black and white. So this is the second trick. And like I said, you can do a lot with that in the sense of storytelling in your picture. And it's very quick to do. Okay, let's go to the next effect. The one thing you can do is, again, click down here in adjustment layers and select HSL to adjust the colors. But the problem is when I adjust the colors, I adjust all of the colors, and that is not good because I want to adjust just some of them. So up here it says master. Let's reset this. Up here it says master, and you can select a bunch of different colors. So in this photo we have a lot of green, so let's select the greens. And you can see we can move that around, and the boy stays the same, but the green colors change. So we can make it a more intense green maybe. We can also make the green darker in the background. So we can work with a lot of things here. Set the saturation in whatever way we want. And of course, we can also go over here and influence the reds and the yellows, other colors in the picture. So this should more influence the skin color of the boy. You can see this is more the skin and the goat in his arm that you can influence here, and less of the background. So this is a nice way to select and adjust individual color layers basically in your picture and work with that in a quick way without having to select anything. And as you can see, let's do some extreme things here. So if I push this up here and then I go to the reds and push this over here, each of these settings stay where you have left them, even if you change the color. So this is not just for one color, you can use it for all the different colors that are suggested here. I will reset this. Let's go to the green again, push it down, and you can see now I can even make it so the boy pops out more of the picture because I can set the background green to a darker green. So he doesn't have too much of this very light color in his background. This is a very easy and fast way to adjust your pictures. Okay, let's go to our next one. And this is a really nice one. If you want to bring some sunny light into your picture, it doesn't really help to just put some yellow color all over the picture. Instead, what you want to do is, again, we go down here to the adjustments, and you want to select the gradient map. This is very important. You can see here really freaky colors in the picture, but you can also see that the gradient map influences different parts of the image or different brightnesses of the image in a different way. So what we want to do is we will go on the left to black, on the right we set it to white, and in the middle we set it to a nice warm tone, orange or yellow tone. So maybe like this is kind of good. You can still move this around if you want to. And of course, this is too extreme, but what we can do with this is that we will set this. Do we set it? No. We leave it normal and we just reduce the opacity. And you can see here that you can get some really nice sunny colors in your picture. And you can always click here, go back and readjust your gradient if something didn't work out, or maybe you want to have another kind of orange, another kind of yellow in your picture. Of course, you can also use blue colors to make the image a lot colder. Of course, you need to reduce the opacity a lot in that case. So let's rather make a warm picture. I go back to a rather orange color in the middle. So this looks pretty nice. So this is a very fast and easy way to bring some sunny feeling into your picture. And we can work with this to create the fifth quick tip for you. And that is to use this again. So I will use the same gradient, just duplicate it. There we go. And now I'm going to set it to screen and make it much more intense. So it's way too much. But what we're going to do is we are going to create a mask layer down here. So there we have the mask layer. And then you take your brush, set it to a pretty big size. And first you paint everything with black. So all of the mask is empty. And then you set it again to white. And you can paint in some kind of nice warm glow in your picture wherever you feel like it should be. So let's, in this case, set it to the left side. There we go. And again, of course, like I said, you can adjust your gradient. So this layer is set to screen, don't forget that. And we will readjust the color a little bit maybe. Let's see, maybe like this is a nice color. So a reddish orange in the background. And of course, again, you can adjust the opacity to see how much of a light, a warm light you want to have. And you can also adjust the other layer to get it closer to your warm glow. Because if you don't have this, so if I hide this one, you can see there is a warm glow in the picture, but the rest is still pretty cold. So you want to have this warm glow, but at the same time influence the rest of the picture. Is pretty important, because if it's a sunny day, everything is sunny. So you don't have just a sunny part in the world and the rest is a cold part. You have to recolor everything, and you do that with a gradient map. And with adjusting the opacity, you can see how much of a glow you want to have. And of course, you can exaggerate it if you want to be more artistic with your picture. With a more natural style, try to use a very low opacity on the gradient map that goes over all of the picture, and a higher opacity on the one that is creating the warm glow on the outside. Okay, so basically these have been our 5 quick tips, quick tips for today. Thank you very much for watching. And if you want to support me, head over to Patreon. The link is in the information of the video, so you can be part of our community. I give you feedback on your pictures. You get more of a say on which topic is going to come next in my videos. And of course, you get other benefits that you can look up at the site, like some goodies, grunge maps, brushes, stuff like that. Okay, thank you very much and have a nice day. Looking forward to your feedback and your comments. See you.